So in this lesson, I'm going to show the correct way to draw a cube. So the first thing is usually you would start with a square and you would turn your hand this way, you would draw this line, and then you turn your hand to draw the other line, and then you turn your hand to draw the top line. That's not actually the correct way to draw. So first of all, you want to always turn your page, not your hand. So because I'm left-handed, when I hold my pencil, I actually will draw a line this way. Here you go, one time for the right-handers. When you hold your hand right-handed, you turn your page this way. Okay, so step number one, we need to get our two parallel lines. So what you're going to do, turn your piece of paper, and to get a straight line, you are locking your wrist. So to do a curvy line, we bend our wrist. A straight line is you want to lock your wrist. And to get parallel lines, you want to just keep your hand at exactly that angle. So just over to the side for a minute, I can draw parallel lines because I'm not changing the angle of my pencil at all. Okay, so here we go. First line, second line, two parallel lines. So now, in order to do the next set of parallel lines, we need this line and this line. We're going to go ahead, turn your page, always turn your page till it's in a comfortable position. So now I'm going to just kind of move my pencil in the air, make sure I've got a nice angle, and then I will go 1, 2 parallel lines. Now, I'm not worried about the corners overlapping. That is not the skill we're learning today. We're learning how to draw parallel lines in order to make a cube. Okay, so the next thing I need to do would be this line, and this line. Okay, so to do those, we want to make sure we have a fairly nice angle. You don't try to go up like, ooh, that's too hard to do. Same thing is if we have this and our lines, if we try to make our lines at too little of an angle, it's also really hard to do. So you want a really nice angle there. Okay, so once again, I'm always going to turn my page. And this time I'm going to try to do 3 parallel lines. So 1, 2, 3 parallel lines. Now, most people can do 2 lines, no problem, but something happens where they go 1, 2, and for some reason, everyone changes their angle slightly. So one of the skills that you need to practice is not changing the angle of your hands. Okay, so now we need to do this line, and this is where most people make the mistake. Because if you go and just try to draw that line, chances are it's not going to be parallel to that line. So what you want to do, turn your page, and we call it ghost drawing. I'm just going over this angle, so I'm making sure my pencil and my wrist is at the right angle. 1, 2. Now I can draw a parallel line. And same thing for this one. I'm going to turn my page, get the angle, got the angle, now I will draw that line. And that's how you draw a perfect cube. So again, the success criteria for a cube, this line, and this line, the 3 vertical lines need to be parallel. Then we have the 3 horizontal lines need to be parallel. And then we have the angles, and the 3 angles need to be parallel. Here's a trick. If you have any trouble doing this, the skill is to try to learn how to do this freehand without rulers and try to train yourself to do parallel lines. Try it. If not, here is some tricks to help you. So first of all, you can start using rulers. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw these 2 lines parallel. But if you have trouble doing that, again, try freehand first. If not, you can use 2 rulers. When you use 2 rulers, you can tell, well, that's not parallel, and you can move the rulers until they look like the same space from here to here, right? And that can help you to draw parallel lines. Like I said, we're trying to learn freehand, but if not, you can always do this. Same thing, once you get one angle, then if you put a ruler down, you can tell if the space is the same all the way here, then your lines are parallel. And you can use 2 rulers to try to get your lines parallel. This is especially important, I think, in this one. The ones that get messed up usually are the last 2 lines or the back 2 lines. So even if you can get all the rest of them freehand, you might want to switch to the 2 rulers, or any straight edge will do, so that your last 2 lines, you're using the 2 ruler trick to help you out.